My name is Dan Misha Goldman, and I'm from Montreal, and my discipline is music. Well, I'm a songwriter predominantly, but I also compose for, I've composed for dance and multimedia pieces, and I've produced work for other songwriters and musicians. But my own stuff is sort of poetically based songs that draw from there's a taste of classical, a little bit of taste of a jazz, taste of folk in it, kind of my own sort of mashup. I think it was based on my love of that classic rock that I started to get tweaked into classical guitar music. It must have been hearing like The Doors or, you know, one of those classic rock bands that had classical guitar influences. Then I decided that jazz was just an easier way to express myself. So I started pursuing jazz at university and completed a degree in that and arranging. And I started working with a poet, so I didn't start by writing my own lyrics. I guess I was too scared to work with words because it was just a daunting task, like where do you start with that? So I was pretty comfortable with coming up with harmonies and melodies. And I worked with a poet for a while, and she set words to my music, but then after a while I sort of got the hang of it and, you know, just kept writing from there. My music is kind of meditative. It's not music to you know, get you going in the morning before you go to work. It's ponderous, reflective, and I'm really aiming at a kind of meditative space. I think had I not been through the kind of more literary approach, the more formal kind of linear, literal way of writing, I don't think I would have felt as comfortable writing stuff that leaves that camp and kind of takes more chances. So once it's past the cliche test, then you sort of have to ask the question, like, is it articulate? Like, even if it's something that's abstract, is it something that is articulate enough that somebody could grab hold of, even for a fleeting second, and say yes, and you believe it? I do enjoy connecting with an audience and performance. Probably my favorite moments to achieve that sense of joy is when I could leave big silences within songs. So if I'm playing a song and at the end of a passage there's a breath, and the longer that silence is and the more I feel like the whole audience is in that silence with me, the more satisfying it is.